Hello and welcome to the live Gameweek 30 Wildcard preview. Well, I don't even know if I'm wildcarding this week. We'll get into that. But today, we're just going to be building a wildcard team. And I was like, you know what, it's a bit of a cheeky scrub behavior, a bit boring just doing it by yourself, innit? So, I got the boysies in here. We have got, who have we got? We got Josh. Hello. Hey, and we got Brad.
What's happening, lads?
Hey, Brad's debut on the stream. Are you excited?
It is. Be a long time coming.
I know,
yes,
I
am very excited.
Right. Everybody in the
I'm
chat.
also here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to say it now, but we'll probably have to keep saying it. Joshua Neal in here is FPL Boney, all right?
I am FPL Boney.
In the chat. So if you see FPL Boney in the chat, that's Josh on the Discord, all right?
If it's easier for chat's sake, you can address me as FPL Boney.
Yeah, true. Or whatever. And then just refer to Brad as just the absolute geese. That'll do. Right, everybody let me know if the audio was all right between you guys and me, because I can't really hear it.
I've checked it. It sounds fine.
Yeah, all balanced and all that?
Yeah, it sounds great, but we'll just see if any issues arise later on. Hopefully not.
All right,
if they do, we'll blame Brad.
Yeah. All right. Let's get straight into it then. So, plan is...
Oh, are you not going to say hello to everyone? Look.
Yeah, I'm going to say the plan.
Saying hello.
I'll get to that. Right, I'm going to say the plan, and then I'm going to say we're going to chinwag with anyone in the chat as well, and then we'll get to that, right? So first, we all still have our wild card left, don't we?
We do.
And that's all. That's all. Just the wild card, isn't it? No more chips. Bean still has his bench boost, I think.
Don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. He's going to bench boost with like no players playing on his bench now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, anyway, right, we all still got a wild card left, but we might not even wild card this week. But we thought we'll just chinwag with it today, and then it can be a wild card for next week anyway. So, and all that. So what I thought we'd do is first we'll go through all the teams. So on the screen we got all the teams, and then we can go through the fixtures of each team. We're going to chuck it or scran it. Or smash or pass, whatever one you prefer, of the teams. And then we'll create a little players short list from each team. So, for instance, if we like Arsenal's fixtures, chuck in a couple of their players. If we don't like Brexit, Burnley and Sean Dyche. Oh, Josh, with you and your Sean Dyche. Somebody's going to be...
Who doesn't like Sean Dyche?
Somebody's going to be requesting that again, isn't
it? There better be no one in this chat that wants to pipe Sean Dyche.
I know. True.
Right? Because we all do.
Wow. Speak for
I
yourself.
want to go around Sean Dyche's house and do his plumbing.
All right, fair enough. And then after
that... wear his legs as earmuffs.
All right, enough with the Sean Dyche. I know you fancy it, but come on. And then after that, once we got a short list of the players, we're taking turns and choose one player that we really want on a wild card, and then we'll have a wild card draft together, the best ever draft. All right? But if anybody in the chat wants to chinwag with anything, doesn't even have to be about football or FPL, just get it in there. Just having a bit of a laugh on me, lads, innit? I'm excited for it.
Can I say something already about the chat?
I don't know, can you?
I muted myself briefly just to laugh at this. Because over the years of knowing you and your name being Bacon, I've had all sorts of variants. Bacon Butty, Bacon Boy, Bacon Butty Boy, Bacon all sorts, right? Bacon Roll, Bacon everything. I've never heard someone go, "How's it going, Bacon Person?" before.
Bacon Person.
I gotta rate that.
I respect it. Fair play.
I just give a shout out to the guy who's taking the mantle of FPL Wibbly Wobbly in the chat as well.
Hey, I am FPL Wibbly Wobbly. Nice one, lad. Oh, I wish I could get Wibbly Wobbly right now, but saying I could, but I have no alcohol. I drank it all.
What a shame. What a shame.
So
I've got plenty.
Hey, thanks, Milty. Right, okay, so yeah, get anything in the chat you want to, even if it's about the wildcard or whatever. But we're gonna build the team.
Let us know. Any shag, marry, kills, let us know.
Do you want to interrupt me on my own stream now? All right, be it.
That's what it sounds like.
I'll kick you out now. All right, son. All right.
Come on, Big. Sort out your guests, Jeff.
Okay. I'll give you a good C&2 now, boy. Come on. Right, okay. Well, let's get straight into it. We're gonna look at. Wait, Brad, have you got the FPL website up, or are you just watching the stream?
Yeah. No, I've got the FPL website up.
All right, first let's have a look at Arsenal's fixtures then. So we'll go team by team and just look at the fixtures, not about the players. And we'll see if it tickles our pickles, right? So go to Arsenal, look at the fixtures. Because we're going to be wildcarding in probably Gameweek 31, we can ignore the 30 anyway if we want to. But
how do I find the teams?
Right, are you on your phone or are you on the website?
I'm on the website.
Click on the
fixtures. There's a sign that says fixtures.
Wait, what?
Oh, but you can't. Oh.
Go on transfers.
Guys, how does FPL
Go
work?
to transfers.
Yeah, I'm there, mate.
And then the top right view, underneath the positions
Arsenal.
is a team. And then to look at the fixtures, click on the I.
Fixtures.
I see FPL expert over here. It didn't even know how to look at a team.
Oh, mate, it's got a higher rank than you, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, not for long, not for long. Right, now click on the I by one of the players, and it'll bring up the history, and then go to fixtures. All right?
I've burned Leno's fixtures up. I don't know if it's different to the others,
Yeah, no, he has different fixtures to the defenders, doesn't he? Yeah. No. All right, come on. Right, okay. So, first game, Liverpool, we can bin that one. But then, look, Sheffield United, Fulham, Everton, okay. Then Newcastle, West Brom.
That's a proper ding-dang, dude.
Chelsea, Palace. That's a good run, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you had to start giving Granite, I'm leaning more towards Granite on that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. But the thing is, Liverpool is a dodgy one because, like, they won't perform for the international break, but you never know what they're going to turn up like after it.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks off now.
Yeah.
But
even if and if we're wildcarding in 31 anyway, then after the Liverpool game, definitely all right. So Arsenal's on the list. Baker Boy, how's it going? FPL skills. We got all the mods in the chat as well. Josh, are you going to be modding or are you just going to be chilling? Because
obviously, mate. When don't I mod? When don't I?
Yeah, but behave. When do you mod, boy?
I only don't mod if I'm in Morrison's. You know this.
Yeah.
Right? You know this.
Got your Morrison's season pass.
I was there. Brad could vouch for this. We was walking to Morrison's the other day. I just had my phone on watching you, still trying to mod.
Nice. Right, fair play. Right, we'll move on to Villa. Right, look at Villas. We'll just look at the fixtures and then look at the players because there's going to be some players that we want even with bad fixtures. But we'll look at the fixtures first. So Villa. Fixtures. So when you see 32, it says none. That's because there will be some rescheduling with the cup. So they will actually play in 32. It just needs to be rescheduled, and that game will be the one at the bottom probably.
Yeah, Everton, Man City.
Or Everton or Man City. So yeah, if it says date to be confirmed, TBC. So, but if they have two like Villa, then that means they have a double game week going on. So that is something to think about as well. So shots before morning.
Villa's hard, you know.
All right, yeah. So look at Villa. We got Liverpool, the rescheduled West Brom, Everton, Man United, Palace, then Spurs, Chelsea, Everton and Man City. The ones to be thing. That's a bit of a chuck it, that is, isn't it?
It's a chuck it, but like you know, a negligent chuck it because Lingardinho, you know. No, Ollie Watkins. You know what I mean?
Oh, see. FPL expert, what's your rank? You're like 30k in the world. You don't even know who Lingard plays for.
Yeah, I do. Plays for the Hammers, doesn't he?
He plays for England.
I think,
England.
I think one thing to question is how long is Grealish going to be out for if he's not back yet?
That's true. Because like it's better. Those bad fixtures without Grealish is definitely a no, isn't it?
Yeah.
But bad fixtures with Grealish could be okay.
Saying that, I would say the only viable option I would put in is probably Martinez. He's a decently priced keeper in the end. He can make the saves.
Yeah. Okay, so right now though they're not on our priority, are they? Definitely not scrapping.
Acknowledge my amazing joke.
It's probably not funny.
FPL skill said cash is very lowly owned, so I went. It's all on card these days.
Fair play. Are you going?
Sorry, mate.
Sorry,
FPL skills. Didn't mean to just do you in there.
He's done you in. Just gonna retire now.
Saw an opportunity and took it.
Right. Okay. It's Brighton. I mean, they got some okay fixtures in there. They got Sheffield United, Leeds, Wolves, but not amazing to get in. I would say.
Oh no, I would definitely wouldn't want to get them in on the wild card for those 2 weeks.
Brighton are the perfect team of they play really well, but never actually get results or score that many goals. So you know. No. So we'll just move straight on to that. We got what team's next, Josh?
What team's next?
What team's after Brighton?
Burnley.
We got Sean Dyche, Burnley team here.
I want Sean Dyche with all of my defenders.
All right, Josh, you discuss the Burnley fixtures in a Sean Dyche accent. Then you can go on a day.
All right, let me find them. All right. So Burnley, right? They got SOU. No, they got Southampton, Newcastle, Man United, Wolves, West Ham, Fulham, Leeds, Liverpool, and Sheffield. That's why am I'm slowly turning to Kim at the Frog? I was doing that.
Good at the Frog.
Aha, that's a credit.
There we are.
It's like Oh, that's hard, you know, isn't it?
So-
Because the first 2 games, Southampton,
Yeah.
Newcastle, you think, oh, you know, they could do all right, you know, get Pope in or something.
Yeah.
But then Man United, and then Wolves, which is like a shaky ground, and then
Yeah.
West Ham, and 2 more easy games, and another difficult one, and then another easy one. It's like, it's hard. It's, you know, it's like, I want to bin it.
Bit
'cause they're
wibbly
hard
wobbly.
ones.
Bit wibbly
But
wobbly.
yeah,
Thing
it's
is,
very wibbly wobbly.
Something we should talk about as well is towards the end of the season, when a team's like safe from relegation and not fighting Europa League, they say they're on the beach. They've been beached. And Burnley
Right.
probably not going to get relegated. So
Is
the
it
game's
Burnley
like
landlocked? How can they go to the beach?
social distance is all good, mate. Don't worry. There you go. Well, Burnley are a team that they could lose to Newcastle and Fulham and still be all right. It's not a must-win game for them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mate, Burnley's nowhere
You know-
near the beach.
mate, behave.
I'm looking right now.
All right.
By
Oh, wait,
chance,
we
the
got-
walk shopping centre.
Wait, Sam did a tune in
McDonald's,
the
Burnley,
chat.
St James
Would
Street.
you like to say it, Josh? Or am I going to
I read it, so yeah. Come on, Nathan Bakey. Pass the ball to Boney. You got to give us more, Sam. Right, Sam, you go away.
Wait,
Look up the full version of "Come On, Feel the
the
Noise." by
you need the
Slade,
entire lyrics.
right? No, the original by Slade. You know, the
Okay,
ones that sing that
okay,
one
okay.
Christmas song every year. And I want a whole rewrite.
Okay, fair
That
enough.
was it, guys.
There we
Just-
go.
I want the song to be rewritten.
There we are. All right. Burnley then is probably a not, but maybe. Like, they're on
I'd say-
I guess it's just, we can have a chuck it, a scran it, and in between level, you know?
Like something this is like the thing you put in the fridge, right? Like you've ordered a takeaway, right? You couldn't quite finish it, like me last night, and you put it in the fridge, and then you just forget about it. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? You keep
Yeah.
thinking, you look in the fridge, you go, oh, I've got to have that soon. Oh, I'll have that, and you might pick at it occasionally, right? You're picking it like a Chinese, I think, is better, right?
Yeah.
You pick at it just a bit, and then you realize, oh, you know what? Nah, it's too late now, isn't it? You got to bin it.
It's not, yeah.
That's what it is.
It's not
It's
not
in
like a
that-
priority to eat. You're not going to be like, yes, I'm definitely
Yeah,
have that later. But
yeah,
then you're like,
exactly.
maybe from a little bit peckish later, innit?
Being a chef, I can really get behind these food analogies.
You mean a cook, so we don't. Right, okay, let's move on to Chelsea then. So Chelsea have West Brom
not
this week.
bad.
Palace, the blank will be Brighton, so it's West Brom, Palace, Brighton, West Ham. Good, I'd say can be a good fixture. Fulham, Man City, Arsenal, Leicester, Villa. Thing is, Chelsea are like the most informed team in the league right now. Since
Right,
Tuchel's
yeah.
come under thing, he hasn't lost in any competition, not once.
See, I think it would be worth, a Chilly Willy or a Mount or a Havertz for sure.
Maybe if
I
they
won't
play.
put Chilwell.
But we'll get into the
And
players later on because, right now,
players
they've
is after, innit?
literally, like you say, Pep Roulette. We got Tuchel Tombola now, which is even worse. Under Tuchel, not a single player has played every game now. It was Azpilicueta was the only one that played every single game, but he didn't play in the cup. But then that's the cup, so I'd say he's probably the safest. But we'll get into their players later on, and with their form, it's definitely a scran for me. I'm chomping down on that Chelsea. I am going for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Palace.
Bin it. Chuck it.
Chuck it straight in the, not even chuck it in the
Chuck
bin.
it.
We need to get just get a fire, chuck it in there, burn it alive.
Incinerate the entire thing.
Literally.
It's
Bye.
going to be Everton, Chelsea, Southampton, Leicester, Man City. No.
Yeah. Plus it's Palace.
Yeah, exactly.
Zaha FC.
Yeah,
They are
but-
literally so bad without.
There's no consistency there.
No, not at all.
It's such a Palace game, run of games to
Hmm.
win.
You know what?
You did all right.
Very
You're
true,
right.
very
Chance
true.
on you there, Brad.
Or they'll beat like an Everton and a Chelsea, and people are like, wait, are they
Yeah.
good? And then they play Fulham and lose like 5-0. It's
Yeah,
like, never mind.
yeah, exactly.
It's Palace.
I think Zaha's back now as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So you never know.
Maybe.
But-
You
Okay.
never ever know, Brad.
I know, and it's a bin it for me.
Yeah.
Well,
There we are.
okay.
Right, moving on to Everton then. Everton.
Scran it. I'm
Scran it.
scranning that.
So-
I'm scranning it, boys.
I
I'm going to get a knife
thing
and
is,
fork.
Josh.
I'm going to give it some salt
Josh.
and pepper. I'm going to warm it up in the microwave.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
going to put my fork in.
Proper
I'm
seasoning
gonna
and
eat it.
fixtures then, you.
Yeah.
I have a question though, Josh.
Okay.
Are you actually looking at the fixtures or just the colours?
I'm looking at the fixtures as well. I know they've got
'Cause-
Spurs and Arsenal in there, but
Yeah.
they can be a bit wobbly sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
they're
but-
not... and I can't speak.
True.
They've got, Everton are at home for Spurs, so I'd favour them.
Yeah.
I think.
So I'd say Brighton, Spurs, Arsenal, Villa are all games Everton could win, but they're not all ones that like you'd be like, oh yeah, I can definitely see them winning this one. They could lose them all. They could win them all, But the only good thing about Everton's fixtures is this Villa, you see at the bottom, means they will have a double game week in there somewhere. I have no idea when it's going to be. I think it might be around 32, 33. Otherwise, it's not until like 36, 37, I think.
My problem with Everton is they have not been consistent.
Not at all.
It was one of the games they had at the start of the season.
It's mad, though. Looking at the table, though, like Everton are not a team that you like looked at like this season and be like they're challenging anything, are they?
It's because.
But looking at the table, my phone's lagging. Internet, come on! To be fair, I got
Something on your phone, mate. You're meant to be streaming.
I know. I'm trying to get the table up. I'm pretty sure.
Shocking me.
They have a game in hand over Liverpool, and if they win it, they could either go level or above them, above Liverpool.
Oh my God, Merseyside's going to be blue.
I know. Well, to be fair, Everton did beat Liverpool, so yeah. So I'd say Everton. We'll get onto the players later on because the team might have good fixtures, but no one will tickle our pickle anyway. The players, so we'll move on. We'll move on to Fulham. Well,
Fulham, it's another a minute again for me.
Yeah, a bit in between.
You got to think
Fulham are a team they need to win as well, though, because they are really battling relegation.
But they're shit.
No, right now, recently they haven't been.
They've been coming to a bit of form, haven't they?
Yeah.
Ever since I had to record Mitrovic's name like 5 times for a video I made, I couldn't get it right. Right?
Yeah, that was game week 1, mate.
Fulham's been it.
No, at the start of the season, proper wobbled, but recently they've started doing a bit of bits. So
I think Villa's definitely a winnable game for them.
Yeah, Villa. If Grealish,
I
think Grealish
don't know.
But Wolves, Arsenal, they got towards the end of the season, maybe when they need to win against Burnley, Southampton, Newcastle. On the fence again, in between for me, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right,
quickly, Beak, someone's asking. FPL Skills, my new nemesis. You doing a watch along this weekend?
This weekend? No, not this weekend, because... Wait, what games are on? I don't know who I'm captain, actually. Preview's coming out Wednesday.
There's some games this Saturday.
I can scroll, can I? Who am I gonna... I'm probably gonna be captain Kane, so yeah, I guess Sunday. So yeah, probably.
Sunday's Easter Sunday, right?
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
Might be eating Easter eggs with your mammy.
We have to move the day, won't we?
Bloody watch along with Easter Bunny. Happy days. Alright, okay. Moving on to Leeds' fixtures then.
It's like, it's Leeds though, isn't it? Like, yeah, they've got Sheffield, Man City, Liverpool, Man United on the trot, but...
Yeah. So
it's Leeds.
This game week 30 fixture,
scoring all of them.
Yeah, this game week 30 fixture is one of the main reasons why people don't want to wildcard this week and leave it to game week 31. Because you probably already have double or triple leads because of the blank game week, and then they play Sheffield United, who are not only are they relegated and on the beach, they have been even doing worse lately than they have been all season.
Sheffield's also nowhere near a beach.
Mate, you can take a taxi, no problem.
Fair enough.
Anywhere's a beach if you get some sand,
Yeah.
Anyway, so so the game week 30 fixture, proper good one. But then after that, the Man City, Liverpool, Man United. Leeds are a team that could lose those 5-1, 4-3, 5-2, but score it, and Bamford and Rafinha could score in all of them.
The point is they're not going to let the other team have a clean sheet.
Yeah. Not very good for their defenders. Not very good for their defenders, but for a Bamford or Rafinha, it could be worth keeping one of them. And then especially after, if you kept one of them and even benched them here, then you could get in one of the other ones and have a double up for the last few fixtures. Because to be fair, Burnley, Southampton, West Brom, last 3.
Yeah.
Leeds are a team, though, not fighting for much, though, as well, So maybe they won't even try, They're probably good enough to be out the relegation battle, so they're probably all good. Okay.
Yeah. I just the thing is about Leeds, the way certain players, you don't mean to name them, that's fine.
You can name the players. I mean, it's not about when you choose to play.
The way some of them are playing, it's like, they're playing so well.
Yeah.
It would nearly feel foolish not to get a Leeds player. In your team, even if it was just Bamford or Rafinha.
Yeah, even to have on your bench just in case.
Yeah.
It's like, what if
I was at one.
Yeah, go on.
until about game week 20 that Bamford was not. He was just gonna fall off.
Yeah,
quickly.
100%.
I crumbled and had to get him in because he just scores, doesn't he?
I know, Bamford. Well, at the start of the
yes.
season, I remember people choosing Bamford. I was like, are you mad? And then he scored like 2 or 3 goals. And I was like, yeah, but it's Bamford. He's going to slow down. And then it's like, oh, hang on. He scored like 14 goals, got like 10 assists. Okay, then.
Patty Bamford for the Ballon d'Or.
I know. Goat in the chat says, am I late to the spice? You're not. We're just having a bit of a chinwag with the wild card. We're going through the fixtures first. And then, mate, do you want to not drop me in my own stream, all right?
It was just lagging, mate. You heard me later than I said it.
I'll behave. I won't do it. Yeah, we're going to go through the fixtures and then we're going to actually get some players in and build best ever team. But I'm probably going to work out on 31. I'll look at my team after. I don't know if you guys...
I'm undecided. I normally do what Big tells me to do.
Because if Son is still out...
He doesn't want me to do well anymore.
Yeah, if Son is still out, Bamford's got a knock, but he should be fine. But then if there's another like injury or two, then you might as well wildcard this week, to get the full players playing.
Yeah, you've got to look into it more.
Yeah. All right, Leicester then.
Friday.
Let's move on to Leicester.
Leicester.
So, before you judge the Leicester... Yeah, what's up, Brad?
I was going to say, game week 30, chuck it. Game week 31, maybe.
Yeah, but the thing with Leicester, the West Brom here is 32. So West Ham, they can score. Then it's West Brom, Palace, Southampton, Newcastle. The West Brom, Palace, Southampton, Newcastle is 4 of some of the worst defences in the league right now.
Yeah.
And Leicester are actually doing really well right now. Iheanacho, let me just show you. Iheanacho. So the start of the season, literally no goals, no minutes. Last 3 games, 5 goals in his last 3 games. And he's only 5.7 million.
Yeah.
One to watch for sure.
That's the good thing about the Wildcard 31 is that leave the 30. Doubt they're going to get anything against Man City. But we say that Leicester did beat Man City 5-2 earlier on in the season. And this time is at home.
True.
So,
that's very true.
West Ham's potentially beatable game, but West Ham at home, like when they're at home, it's hard. Then after that, I think it's worth probably getting 1 in. So for me...
I think it's worth
not
doing it in the wild card and then maybe trickling a couple of players in.
Yeah, it could be, Either one to go in. Thing is, Leicester are a team that can get results against big teams. I mean, it's Leicester. They're like literally in like 3rd right now or 4th. I think they're 3rd, just above Chelsea. Yeah.
FPL school skills.
Oh,
FPL schools then.
You called him FPL kills, FPL schools. Choose one, right?
FPL skills. Nah, none of us have got any of our chips left apart from
just the wild card.
Old wild card.
It says Iheanacho can have my kids after the other week. Bagged me more points than anyone. I know. That's the thing. If you did a 1 week punt on him last week, you got a hat trick. Whilst the other ones, the week before the blank, All right, okay. Moving on to Liverpool. This is going to be a entire stream just looking at the fixtures now.
I'm going to open up the oven after I've preheated it, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to put Liverpool and all of their next game weeks into the tray. I'm going to spice it up. Salt, pepper, Cajun, smoked paprika, bit of garlic salt. Yeah,
man.
We're going to roast it low and slow for a few hours. We're going to pull it out. We're going to leave it rest. And we're going to treat it well and perfectly like a woman, like how you should treat a woman, right? We're going to give it some love and some care. Might bend over the table once or twice. But then I'm going to put it on my plate. I'm going to use my knife and fork and I'm just going to eat it and savor every moment of it. So defo scran.
Defo.
I appreciate that speech. I feel like you prepared that speech, but definitely not.
No.
Fair play. Right, yeah. To be fair.
Make everything up on the spot.
Yeah, Liverpool, Villa, they lost 7-2 last time, but it's Villa right now. Leeds, Newcastle, Man United, probably tough game, but when you have one bad fixture in a lot of good, it's worth it. Southampton, West Brom, Burnley. The thing is, Liverpool have the motive to actually do something, because they might not even reach Europa League right now. Never mind Champions League. They need to get into that top 4. So
I think they really could with that fixture list.
Yeah. I can see him coming back like a better team after this international break. It does happen.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're still without a few key players, aren't they?
No, most of their players are fit now.
Yeah, well, Van Dijk, Gomez, and Matip.
Well, okay, they're defense. They're defense. Yeah, defense. Yeah. Thing is,
Henderson's out.
Firmino
and Origi are down as questionable.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'll get into the players, but Jota at his price. Yes, and then also Trent the Robbo or whatever, So definitely Liverpool, definitely scranning it. Boney
Therefore,
is
it's grand.
Waffle
Probably the
King
biggest
right
fan
now,
of
you are, to be fair.
That wasn't waffle. None of that was waffle, mate.
To be fair.
I don't waffle
If it was a
anything.
waffle, it was a tasty waffle that I would actually scran as well.
Exactly.
So
I
nice.
meticulously plan out everything I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. All right, moving on to
All
Man
the time.
City. So before you say anything about that, 33. 32 is the one that will get rescheduled. 33.
Yeah.
Man City and Spurs do actually blank. They won't have a game because they play each other in the Carabao Cup final. So they don't have a game in 33.
Right.
Well, they've already played the game, that's the thing, because there's not like a double. So if you're planning to have Man City and Spurs on your wild card, maybe not have triple Man City and double Spurs, because then by the time it comes to game week 33, you're down to like 9 starting players, Not to say don't get them in, because, well, Man City Leeds, that could be one of the best captains for like a De Bruyne,
Well, the thing is with City, they realistically can beat any team in this league.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, yeah, Man City got Leeds, then they'll have Villa, and then Palace. Either side of the blank, they have games that you could probably captain their players. So it's probably worth getting in at least I'd say 2 Man City is probably good, and then even getting one just before or after the blank, or just after the blank.
I'm thinking of that because it's which 2 as well. I was thinking 2 before you said it.
Yeah.
Shockingly, I'm not making it up. It's not waffle. All right, before you come at me.
Called out.
I was saying 2, but then obviously we're not talking about it now. We will be.
Yeah.
Which 2? It's a bit difficult to decide.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
I think it's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be more fill my team up, knowing I want 2 Man City players left. I'll leave that and then see what my budget's looking like.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Man City is we can't really look at their previous teams in the league as well, because they probably will be concentrating on the Champions League now over the league. They've pretty much got the league wrapped up. They're probably going to win it. And that. But yeah, we'll get into their players. So let's move on. Move on to Man United. Man United are an interesting one.
Yeah, iffy, innit?
It's another difficult one, isn't it? It's another Chinese left in the fridge overnight.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, he means the food.
I was about to say the food isn't bad either.
Just to clarify. Well, Man United, thing is, Tottenham, Liverpool, Leicester are their red fixtures. With Man United, they play completely different against the better teams. They sit back and usually keep clean sheets.
Yeah.
So with fixture, and then the easier fixtures are teams that don't really score that much, with a Burnley, a Fulham, and that. Brighton maybe as well. So maybe a defender could be thing. But I'm just going to say Bruno is in my team 100%. He's not leaving. He's not fucking leaving. He's got to be in there. He's got to be in there.
Everyone's got him.
I got in
Bruno. I
Bruno.
get rid of him, but I'm not going to look at the possibility of replacing him.
I got in Bruno in Game Week 2, which was his first fixture, because you remember Man United and Man City blanked the first game week. That didn't even feel like this year, did it?
No.
But I got in Bruno in Game Week 2, so I've had him for every single game week, and he's top scoring player. So I'm keeping him. All right, let's move on then. Get through the fixtures and we get some teams. I know we've already been chinwagging 30 minutes just about bloody fixtures.
I'm gonna grab Newcastle, right, and their fixtures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Sainsbury's and I'm gonna get a roll of black bags for £2.60. Right.
Okay,
I'm gonna take out the first black bag. I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna put Newcastle and their fixtures into that black bag, and I'm gonna tie it up. Right. I'm gonna walk out the door and I'm gonna walk to the landfill site and just put it in there myself. I'm not even gonna force, put the bin man through having to pick up Newcastle's, fixtures and put them in the bin. I'm gonna do it for him, right? Because that is not great, is it? It's just not nice. He's got Tottenham, right? Obviously Harry Kane and Bale and Son. It's gonna be at least 30-0. And then
true.
Sean Dyche FC.
Brexit
I
ball.
mean, come on. Tommy Robinson's just going to storm the pitch and stab them all.
There we are then.
Right? And then West Ham and Liverpool, back to back. Dream on, Sonny Jim. Arsenal, don't care. Leicester and Man City, they're fucked, aren't they? And I bet you any money.
Mate.
38 against Fulham. That's going to be the only game Fulham win.
Do you know what's interesting with them, though? Is that Fulham and Newcastle are the team that's, just above relegation and in relegation. So the last game of the season, Fulham Newcastle, could be decide who gets relegated out of those.
If I had to get anyone, I know. Oh no, we're not talking about players yet. Sorry.
No, you can talk about players.
Sorry.
I just meant not player specific.
I know how mad you got last time.
I think one thing we have to take into consideration is teams that have a point to prove in terms of staying up or getting you up and that kind of thing. And Newcastle are one of those teams.
Newcastle need to get results, need to get points, need to get anything. But even with that, I don't think they're good enough. Apart from who William said in the chat, Joe Linton, he's the best player in the world. Could be worth it. Not really.
Not worth it.
Southampton to get relegated. You know what? I was thinking about that because they're not actually that safe. And in terms of form, they are literally one of the worst teams. Got some injuries as well. But imagine if Fulham and... Oh, no. Could Newcastle get relegated? Just go away.
Teams when Newcastle get relegated and we go up and we get to keep Ben Wilson.
Yeah. Right, Sheffield United, they're so bad, I'm not even going to look.
Sheffield
United. Mate, we're skipping.
Yeah, but no, look at their fixtures. It's so middle of the road. Like, not looking at the team.
Mate,
now,
it looks like a 1950s TV. It's just great.
It's literally 3-3-3-3,
terrible,
4-3-3-3-2.
I'm moving on.
Like, it's so middle of the road.
I'm moving on.
They can't even win their green fixtures though.
I know. Every fixture is what's worse than red. Every fixture is bright red, on fire, lava.
Sorry, babe.
For them.
I don't see colour.
Oh, true. I'm gonna edit all of their things to be 6 instead of 5 because that's a lot. All right, move on to Southampton then. As William said, potentially get relegated. But
Southampton.
So that they
2 weeks.
They also blank in. They are so because the Man City and Spurs. It's also Southampton and irrelevant team that also blank because that's the team that they would have played. So
right.
But Southampton will also have a double. I'm pretty sure. But Burnley, West Brom, Hard, Fulham. On the lower end of the middle. That's what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
Not quite like in the middle, not quite definitely not, but on the lower end of the middle, high end of the not.
Right.
Probably the best, worst fixtures, you feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
I
want to feel you.
Yeah. FPL Skill
right
says, doubt Southampton will get relegated. I doubt it as well, but in terms of form, they better wise up because no team's, good enough to be relegated. If they don't get in the results, it can happen.
Fact is, mate, if they stay up, right, next season when Swans go up, there's just not going to be any room for them. No room for them because we will absolutely splash them out the pond.
When we got relegated on the last day of the season, we could have stayed up if we had won 9-0 and Southampton would have lost 9-0. So we need revenge. We need them to get relegated.
Mate, it's basically an underdog story waiting to happen.
Yeah, true. Right, MSK said Fulham are the other team to blank in that game week as well. So that's that. Okay, Spursy.
It's a scran it, but it's something I wouldn't scran every day.
Yeah.
Not like
okay.
Not like mini chicken Kiev's.
A rich snack, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a really sweet, overly rich chocolate dessert.
Yeah.
That you can't have too much of because it's sickening.
Yeah. So on the good side, because Spurs on the good side, when they play Newcastle, Sheffield United, they could go and win 4-5-0, and Kane could be the easiest captain choice of the entire season, right? But then it's Spurs. Look how wibbly wobbly they are. They just lost to the Croatian team in the Europa League. That team's probably not as good as a Newcastle or even a Sheffield United right now. So, I don't know.
There's defo place in my team for a couple of Spurs players.
Well, when we talk about players, but Kane is... Because with some of the fixtures as well, like, if it was just a normal team with these fixtures, I'd say, yeah, maybe not. But when you have a Kane, then yeah, So, scran it for me, and we'll move on. Right, we're almost through the fixtures, boys.
We're almost through it.
And then we actually get into the good bit.
I think West Brom is
West Brom
candidate to be relegated with Sheffield United, really. I think
so they're second bottom right now, aren't they?
I think West Brom's a bin it,
I definitely think it's a chuck in a bin, set on fire.
I mean, you've got a few players who probably can.
Yeah, like Mateus Pereira, the Diang striker's been doing well, but
Big, you're not meant to be
mentioning
mentioning names of players.
Oh, yeah. I can do what I want. It's my stream. Ha ha.
Oh, I see how it is now.
Yeah, you're the guest,
Right.
bitch.
Everyone in this stream, right, leave, and I'll meet you on Twitch.
All right. Dynamo Zagreb definitely better than fucking Newcastle. To be fair, right now, yeah, I agree. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. So West Ham.
San Marino's better than Newcastle.
San Marino, best teammate. All right, West Ham. Thing is, West Ham, don't forget, they are literally in like 5th. They're challenging Champions League spots, not just doing well.
Another team with a point to prove, and their hard fixtures are at home.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the thing with West Ham. They are. I don't know. I still don't know if I even agree with the home away. Like, a team does much better home and away, especially right now with no fans, you know. But this season they do have a much better home record. So the fact their harder games are at home is a bit better, I'd say.
You gotta remember the price of West Ham players is not high at all. So
especially,
kind of.
Yeah. They're one of the teams that, like, because they underperform so bad the last few seasons, when they do well, all of their players are like amazing value. Like, even if they don't score in a couple of these, having one or two of their players is probably still worth it. So.
Oh yeah, I think someone like Susek is just gonna remain in my team now until the end.
Did you say a player's name? Banned. Get out.
It did. What are you gonna do about it?
I haven't actually. He actually scored a hat-trick for Czech Republic.
Yeah, he did.
But guess what?
What?
Wales play Czech Republic like tomorrow.
So, they do, don't they? Oh crap!
Not very good. So please.
I think another thing to think about West Ham is you've got some cheap players who could be bench players for those blank game weeks where the Spurs aren't going to be playing.
Yeah, but like a bench one's ready to come on whenever. That's the thing with the fixtures. You don't have to have them all good 8. Like when we said with the Leeds, you could bench them in the first 4 hard ones, just ready for the next ones.
Exactly.
All right, okay, so we'll move on. Is this the last team? It is the last team. With Wolves.
It's a scrannet for me, I think.
Definitely a
It's
scrannet.
just a scrannet. I'm not going to go off on a tangent.
So we got Fulham, Sheffield United, Burnley, West Brom. Not only are they those fixtures you could win, those are fixtures that clean sheet is probably eye up there, innit? Eye up there. So
sorry, Big. Someone's asked if you write a script for your live streams.
This is the script I got, right? It says chuck your scrannet. It's just a note saying what I'm going to be doing. So no.
That counts. That definitely counts.
You just chat and shite, really, and then it makes it sound like we planned it, yeah? Okay, so
I'm curious as to why you wanted to know that. Do you think we're talking like a script?
Because he's complimenting the flow. It's like, yes.
Yeah. It's just because how long we've all known each other.
Yeah. Dylan Williams just said as well, with the thing with Wolves, so their fixtures are best defensively because they haven't actually been scoring that many goals. But Patricio has got a bit of an injury, you know, I don't know if you saw it. Quite a nasty knee to the head. I'm not sure the severity of it. So that's the thing. If you're wildcarding this week, some players could get COVID after international break. Some players might not actually be back from injury, and you're like, oh, surely they will. It's 2 weeks off, right? And then they don't. They're not.
I know what you mean.
So that's why 31 is actually quite good. So probably a strand with the midfield, but probably not proper priority, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I was going to go back through each team and add players to the watch list, but should we just get into the players instead?
Mate, it's your live stream.
Okay, so what are we saying? Right, let's go through the teams quickly then. Arsenal. So we said it's a scran, potentially.
Yeah.
But any Arsenal players actually tickle your pickle? The only ones I would say, well, you would say a few weeks ago, would be Aubameyang! Aubameyang who?
Yeah.
But he's a bit wibbly-wobbly right now. He's not even... I don't want my 11.5 million player not even starting.
The price.
He scored 9 goals this whole season. So
he was loads of people were predicting him to be the highest scoring player, and that's not happening, is it? To be fair, he has got 106 points, but for his price and the expectations, it's just like, nah. The 9 goals as well.
Might be the goalie option, you know? Could be.
So I'd say with Arsenal, their fixtures are better defensively, I'd say. Sheffield United, Fulham, Everton, Newcastle, West Brom.
Tierney could be a shout.
I think Tierney is probably the only one out of there. Yeah. Maybe a Lacazette. So I don't know if you know or can see, but I'm adding them to my watch list, and then we have like a short list of players. So I'll quickly do that with the players, and then we'll actually get some players in. So Villa. So yeah, we said fixture's not the best, but for how high owned Martinez is in the points, I say Martinez there, and probably no one else for now.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to take him out with how well he's been playing.
Probably, yeah.
I'm
still undeciding if I want two keepers that play or just keep one for the rest of the season.
Watkins certainly isn't a bad choice.
No, Watkins has a bloody crossbar fetish. I don't like Watkins. He hasn't got a goal in, 6 games? Without Grealish, nah. Without Grealish, just nah. Especially with fixtures and without Grealish.
Brighton has done well
yeah.
over the season, but again...
Yeah. Brighton were in no, so we'll leave them. Burnley, unfortunately, we can't get Sean Dyche in our teams. Somebody said, wouldn't it be cool if you could have the manager in and they could get points for, like, if they win? But that would be kind of boring because you just have, like, Pep, wouldn't it?
Would it be interesting? I tell you what could make it interesting is if you pick the manager, like you pick your players, and like to try and make it easier. If you pick Mourinho and you've got Spurs players in your team, like they'd get like an extra point each if they won.
Game
or something.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
so if you, like,
so the manager would depend.
Okay.
Like, the manager bonus, you could suppose call it.
Yeah.
Would depend on the team. Only his team would get the points.
Yeah. Problem is FPL. They want to keep it as simple as possible. Like the only way to get points, goals, assists, clean sheet, bonus is a bit. Some people don't understand bonus. How are they going to understand the manager thing? Okay, so moving on to Chelsea. Fixtures, definitely. With how good their defence is, actually, I didn't say. In the last 10 games, league games, they've kept 8 clean sheets and only conceded 2 goals. One of those goals was an own goal.
Yeah.
So they've actually only conceded 1 actual goal in 10 games. So their keeper is added to my watch list. And they only nailed on... The problem with Chelsea is that Tuchel is replaying everyone. Mount, he looks really good. Even to Havertz or Werner, but you can't guarantee they'll play. But right now, the only one that I'd say is the most guaranteed to play is Cesar Azpilicueta.
Definitely the most guaranteed to play, but we've also got to remember who plays for Chelsea, i.e. the best dressed man in football.
That's true.
N'Golo Kante.
I mean, he might get you no points, but the vibes will be immaculate. Oh, I have very sad news for you.
5 points.
Exactly.
I have very sad news for you. He's got a hamstring injury, 75% chance to play.
Yeah, he'll play. Have you seen
the best dressed injured man in football? All right, he's in our hearts. For his dress sense, he's getting added to the watch list. All right, good one. Should we? Thing is, a couple of weeks ago, when I was looking at a wildcard later on, I was like, Werner could be a good shout as a bit of a differential, because of the fixtures.
Yeah.
But he hasn't, in the last 4 games, he only started 2, and he also hasn't scored in 6 games. He's also scored 1 goal in, 20 league games. So that's not very good, is it? So no. Maybe a Mount. I'm going to put a Mount on the watch list, but it's probably relegated just because, If you're wildcarding this week, then you would have to go double or triple Chelsea because they got the West Brom, and nobody's going to have a double or triple Chelsea because of the blank. Unless you free hitted, last week, but most people use their free hit anyway. So if you're wildcarding this week, definitely get double, triple Chelsea. But then after that, it's not amazing that you want to get double, triple. So, okay, so let's move to Palace. No, let's not move to Palace.
We've been in Palace, haven't we?
Everton.
So
we said potential Scran, but it's the player choice. So in my team right now, I have a Digne.
Yeah, I was going to say Digne.
Because I've had him the last couple of weeks. If they didn't have that double, which is against Villa, who, looking kind of dodge sometimes, then I don't know. I probably wouldn't put them in. But DCL. We might as well chuck him in.
Need to go on the list.
14 goals, 6 assists. DCL. I know he's had his purple patch. He did just score in the last game, but it was more the start of the season. He was doing bits.
I'd be putting Richarlison above DCL.
Yeah. Potentially. As saying that, in terms of form, the last few games, yeah. I'm just worried with Richarlison. Sometimes he gets pushed out wide with Calvert-Lewin as the striker.
Yeah, that's true.
It's weird, right? So for Brazil, Richarlison plays as the striker, and Gabriel Jesus and Firmino as the wings. The 2 strikers. And then for their clubs, it's the opposite. Those 2 wingers are the strikers, and Richarlison's on the wing. Well, I don't know if I was just a couple of games that I actually looked at Brazil's lineup, and it might have been wrong anyway, but I was like, wait, what?
I'd make it good, though, the versatility, like...
Somebody said, I'm a Chelsea fan, I can guarantee Rudiger will start. I thought that was the case until... Let me go back to Chelsea and Rudiger. Until he didn't start every game because he was benched against Everton. But apart from that, he's played every game. So, okay, I'll add him to the watch list. The thing I like about Azpilicueta as well is... So, Chelsea have been playing a 5 at the back under their new manager, Tuchel. But one game, they switched to a 4 at the back. And Azpilicueta was the right back. He still played. And when he doesn't play, he was playing as the inside or outside centre back. So no matter the formation, I can trust that he'll start more games. But then again, when you have that many players in your squad, if you play bad, you probably get dropped anyway. So we'll see. With. All right. So moving on. Fulham says a no, didn't we? Chucked it.
Yeah, Fulham's a chuck it.
Fulham's a no. Leeds. So Leeds. So we'll chuck in a Dallas, a Bamford, and a Rafinha, but they're probably going to be on bench.
Those three, yeah.
Because if you're wildcard in 31, they're not going to be starting definitely against Man City, probably not against Liverpool or Man United anyway. But
what's that knock Bamford's got?
So yeah, because he had a knock and then he played in the blank, didn't he? And then also he went off again last game. After a goal and assist though, nice one. Yeah. I think he'll be all right, but that's the thing, you don't know, and sometimes they're a bit thing after international break. They don't not as many press conferences, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rudiger will definitely not start. He'll be rotated with Zuma. Actually, Zuma's back as well. Josh, your Zuma, your double game week legend, isn't it?
Yes.
I can't believe Zuma played. Was it every game for ages? You had him in for the double, and then that's when he stopped playing. Yeah. Got like 0 points.
FPL Skills asks, who do we think will win the Golden Boot?
I think Kane easily. I think Kane.
Schmeichel.
So Kane and Salah are on equal on 17, and I think Kane. I think Kane's easily, especially with them out of the Europa League now. He's going to play every game.
Try throw a spanner in the works and say someone else.
Yeah, Boney's.
I don't know who. Just ask.
Boney is a free agent.
Yeah.
Ings.
I think he might even be injured. Can I say Bruno Fernandes or Bruno Fernandes?
Bruno Fernandes.
Right, so Leicester. So with the West Brom fixture in there, because it is better than it looks, I definitely chucking in a Vardy and an Iheanacho.
Yeah, Ian. For me, it's one or the other.
Yeah, I myself wouldn't double up.
Fanboys would be mad.
Oh yeah, Adam said Daddy Ings. I haven't actually got that overlay on this, so I can't do that. Daddy. I would have put in a Barnes, but he's still out. Expected back 11th of April, only 2 weeks, but I doubt even if he is back by then, there's no point rushing him in. And then Maddison as well. Nah, it's not for me. And then Tielemans, even though Tielemans doing actually very good for centre mid, 6 goals, 3 assists, but not for me. No, okay, so Liverpool. So yeah, their fixtures proper teasing on 8. So we got to chuck some of them in.
See, you think a Liverpool goalkeeper would be a move, right?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Because I know how FPL works.
It's funny because you don't know what you're talking about. Fine, I'll shut up.
You had Arsenal at the start of the season, did you?
Yeah.
And then you wildcarded to Martinez.
You know what, guys? For someone that knows nothing about football, I thought I had something really smart to say. Right? And fuck you.
It almost makes sense, but keepers get points in FPL not just from the clean sheets. It's more the saves and the bonus. And if the team doesn't score much, like a Villa, like a Pope with Burnley, then it's better.
And Liverpool's defence is pants
right now. Yeah. But then Robertson and Trent, even though their defence are pants, the attacking prowess they provide, I'm going to add them in.
Though,
but
Salah is still expensive.
Salah, yeah. So is Salah worth it? Thing is, worth it might not even be a thing right now, because in your wildcard you might realise like there's a lot of cheap options like a Gundogan and a Jota that you might not even. You might have the extra cash. You're like, I might as well get Salah in,
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, it's also not a priority, so I'll add him. Mane is a no. I had Mane at the start of the season. That was very unlucky at the start of the season when thing. I'm definitely choosing Phillips. To be fair, Nat Phillips is actually best player in the world. Have you seen those TikTok memes of he's better than Maldini, mate? He's just that good.
No, I haven't.
Nathaniel Phillips.
He's
only 4 mil. Is he actually starting? If he started the last 2 games and he's a 4 mil defender for Liverpool, maybe one for the bench. You know?
Maybe. Good shout.
If he's playing. I know Kabak they have. And thing is, Liverpool, they could finish 7th or 8th but still win the Champions League. So they could concentrate on that. All right. Oh, I'm adding the Jota as well. And that's probably it, right? Yeah. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Where's Shaqiri? There you go. Okay. So moving on to Man City. So
I think we have a fair few City players in this, aren't we?
Yeah. So for right now, I'd say the only defender worth it in terms of they're going to play is Diaz.
Diaz,
Because unfortunately, Cancelo is a player that always seems involved but doesn't actually get that much. So he did have an assist against Fulham, and he has got a goal and 3 assists, but a goal and 1 assist was also against West Brom. So it's literally last game, the West Brom, and then he's only got 1 assist outside of that. So not actually amazing for a player that's not playing all the time as well. So you could risk it, and then you can probably have players on your wildcard anyway. But with them also not playing in that 33, I don't think it's worth double Man City defence anymore. If they played every game week, then yeah. But nah, not for me. Not. So Diaz there. And then midfield. Gundogan. Gundogan's got to be on the list.
De
Bruyne definitely on the list. But the thing is, you could probably add all of their midfielders. So Mahrez.
Sterling, Mahrez, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodrigo, Torres, Doyle,
list their entire team.
Palmer, Shema.
Doyle, be it.
And if you want to move on to the forwards, you've got Jesus, Aguero, Delap, Gomez. There's so many options, guys.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with Mahrez, he didn't play last game, so it's a bit ironic I'm going to say this point. But he did start. Well, he did play almost every game for like 6 or 7 games, which doesn't actually happen with Man City players. He got 2 goals and assists, and then he doesn't play the next game? Like, come on. No one is,
How many people do you think transferred him in after that game?
I think he was one of the most transferred in. Genuinely. I want to say, how sad is it that Aguero has scored 1 goal in the league, and that was last game week. Which was a penalty.
He's on the up then, mate. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's on form. He's in the best form he's been this season. 1 goal. Okay, so I'll leave it at that.
Do you not think it's kind of, wrong that Man City have a player called Trafford?
Oh, damn, son. All right, I was going to go to the next team, but Newcastle's no, Sheffield United's a no, Southampton. I'll put a Daddy Ings for you in, Josh, but he's also injured, and he's also not going to be in my team. So
you did just miss out Man U, by the way.
Did I? Oh, yeah, you are correct. Thank you, sir. This is why you're here, Brad. Cheers. I'll send you the money later. Oh. Okay, so yeah, their fixtures are not amazing, Man United, but Shaw is actually having an amazing season. Not amazing goals or assists, but he's playing so well. They play so defensively against the best teams. He could well be worth it, right? And then Bruno Fernandes. He's got to be in there. Apart from that, though,
got to be there for the simple fact that everyone's going to have him. So he's missing out.
Yeah, he's the most. That's the thing at this point of the season, as well. As Mr. Brown said, Diaz isn't worth the money. He might not be worth the money, but you probably have a lot more money. And with the ownership of players, like Man City defense is going to be so owned for the rest of the season. If they do keep that 1 clean sheet, then you've lost a lot. And they do still have the most clean sheets this season, So. Yeah, Bruno's 56% owned. I think he's the most owned player. Son was, but he's gone down. Yeah?
So I just looked in the top right of my screen. I thought I had a notification saying, there's no more memory or something on my computer. But it just says no room for racism. And because it was when I scrolled, I thought it popped up.
Nice.
Just want to let you know my funny little anecdote.
Nice. Okay, so apart from that, for Man United then, Dan James, get him in, yeah? Do you remember how good Martial was last season?
I know.
17 goals, 9 assists, playing as a striker. Now that Cavani's come in. Cavani is one. If he played every game at that price, 7.8 mil, I probably would actually get him in.
Yeah.
6 goals, definitely. But not for me. Not. The fixtures aren't amazing. You really have to get them in either. So yeah, Newcastle's a no, Sheffield United's a no, Southampton's got Daddy. Oh, actually, Southampton might have daddy issues because Daddy Ings is out. Hey.
Hey.
Spursy. Some people said Lloris. Lloris is...
Lloris, yeah. I'm thinking Lloris.
Spurs defenders for me are a no. Because Lloris...
Oh, yeah.
Lloris isn't going to... He might get a clean sheet. We'll get back to Martinez, but if Martinez keeps a clean sheet, he's getting up towards 8, 9, 10 points. If, like, a Spurs keeper or Man United keeper keep a clean sheet, then they might only get 6 points, Because they're not making as many saves and all that. And then, they got some injuries. Davis, Reguilon, both their left backs. That's a bit... I like it.
I'm not sure what the status is on Son.
So Son, I don't know either.
He's half and half.
If I was... 50. Flip the coin. That's basically what it says.
So, off that, Bale surely should be going in.
Possibly, but even with Son... so Son didn't play last game, right? Because he was injured. And you would say Bale definitely fill him in, right? No, Bale also didn't play a minute in the last game.
Did Son play for Korea in the Euros?
No, he wasn't called up either.
in the Euros.
In the Euros.
I love it. That's not what you said.
Yeah, I know.
You just assumed.
Right, yeah, okay. Okay, so I'll add a Bale, but...
geography joke for you all there.
Yeah. Thing is, before last game, I would say, he got 2 goals one game, 2 goals another game. And then he got taken off early, but Spurs were poor. Spurs were right against Villa, but then he didn't play a minute again. So it's a no. But then also remember as well, though, they don't play in Gameweek 33.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say the best thing to do is have a maximum of 3 Spurs and Man City players, just so you don't have to force yourself into a transfer before then.
Yeah.
You could probably have 4 or 5 and make 2 later on, but, if other players get injured and stuff as well, it's... putting yourself in you're disarming yourself, before you even got into it.
Yeah, it's Kane and Dele Alli for me. That's it.
Yeah, man. No, we got Harry Winks. He loves the wink, he does.
Whoever they are when they're at home.
No. What about this player? He's quite divine. Alfie Divine.
Hey.
He's 4.4 million, 0% owned, 0 bum fluffs on his chin. He's about 16 years old. There we are. All right. Somebody said in the chat, Mendy has great potential. Yeah, we've added Mendy to the thing. We'll get on to the player choices in a minute. I thought this was going to be an hour. It's already an hour now, boys. We haven't even got any players in. But then West Brom's West Ham, Cresswell. Actually, can I show you? If you go to the highest scoring defenders this season, total points, you can just look at my screen. You don't have to do it. Cresswell is the highest scoring defender of the season. I haven't owned him once. But at 5.9 million with fixtures I don't know if I'd play him in, I'm a bit like, Because I've had Sufal, I've had, yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I got him.
But I'll add him. Team. And then Lingardinho and Soucek. You want a Soucek in, don't you, Josh? But
I was looking at West Brom.
You love mixing up teams, And then we get a...
So similar, guys. Soucek's got to go in your team.
Has he, though?
Yeah, because I just said it.
All right, okay.
Do you not hear me?
He's in.
You're not listening.
Well, he did score last game, but he had a 6-7 game not scoring. A terrible central defensive midfielder, right?
But if West Ham cannot score with the extra thousands of people they've got on the pitch at once, then I don't know how they can't win.
What do you want?
They've literally got the whole of Coventry in their team.
Oh shit, Coventry, Connor Coventry. Where are these playing? The thing is, a player like that will get put on their bench for 1 game, and then FPL adds them to the game, and then they'll never play. They just got called up because of an injury somewhere else.
Yeah, literally, all of his stats are 0.
Yeah,
Not his stats, just history.
No minutes or anything, yeah. Okay, so Wolves then, last team. I'm going to add a Rudy.
Willy Bolly.
We'll get in a big Willy, because just for you, Josh. You are a massive cock, to be fair.
Because it's the only way I'm going to get a big Willy.
That's true. I'm saying trues. Okay, as if I've seen it. I'll add a Connor Cody. Actually, no.
Outed himself.
No. Do you know what? Brad, you had him earlier this season. Semedo. He's actually looked very attacking like this the last few games. Like, he's been more forward than like some of their wingers.
Okay.
And with fixtures like Fulham, Sheffield United, Burnley, West Brom, I kind of want I definitely want a Wolves defender. So you might as well choose the most attacking one, right? He's gonna play. He's playing every game recently. He's basically playing every game. And then Neto is probably the only. I would love to get in their striker William Jose, but I don't even know if he's scored since he's come back from on loan. Is he? He hasn't scored and got 1 assist. He's played like 10 games now. Don't feel like he's a good shout. All right, okay. So we have our short list. It took us an hour, but we're here.
It was a long list to get to the short list.
Wait, hang on. No,
I thought FPL's. We haven't.
Hang on. Wait,
I thought FPL Skills was going to ask us a shag, marry, kill then, but he didn't. What a loser.
What does he say? A bit off topic, but our Mount Grealish, Foden, Madison, who do you think should start for England? I would choose... The thing is, Mount's been playing as a winger for England. I would try and get Grealish and Foden on the pitch. One play centrally, one play left, and they keep switching.
Yeah. That's funny, because that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, is it? Hang on. Yeah. Have I found something wibbly wobbly? Oh no, look at this. This is terrible. So even though I got this list, see there's only 2 keepers. Yeah. On my stream anyway, there's 2 keepers at the top, and then there's an arrow down the bottom to go to the next page, and then I get 1 more keeper. Instead of just listing all 3, it does 2 and 1. Okay. Okay, so through the keepers then, we've only got 3 options. Martinez, Mendy, and Rudi. Martinez, thing is, in terms of fixtures, you wouldn't, but in terms of his ownership, and if he keeps a clean sheet in one of these, he can get 10 or 11 points, then yeah. But then on the other side, Mendy, one of the best fixtures in one of the best defending teams right now. I would be tempted to chuck both of them in.
Yeah.
You might not have the money, but might as well.
Well, at the moment, I've got Pope and Martinez at the moment.
Yeah.
So
that's my current too.
In terms of the fixtures, I would choose Mendy. All right, actually, I'll go through the players we've selected, and then we'll go one by one and choose the team to round it off, yeah? How about...
Oh, big news.
What's the big news, son?
Mocha just said, hey, Bacon, I come from the future, and Cody will score 2 goals against West Brom.
Ah, you got to get him in.
Cheers, man. No,
cheers,
put him in your team now. Not on the watch list, put him in your team now.
All right, he's in.
Now, make the transfer.
Make transfer, no. You know, I've been making wildcard drafts, and every time I go to click save team, and I'm like, wait, no, I'm not wildcarding this week. Stop. All right, well, Cody, no, actually, I want Semedo over Cody, so no, bye. Right, okay, so I'll go through. I'll go through the players on our shortlist, and then we'll take in turns choosing one. Even if we don't agree, then we'll just have a team. Okay, so yeah, we got Cresswell, highest scoring defender, but not the best of fixtures, but he's got to be there. Diaz, most nailed Man City defender. Man City slacking a bit in defence. They haven't actually got a clean sheet in 4 games, and only 1 in. I guess Diaz didn't start in the one they kept there, but only 2 in like 8 games. Not amazing. Dallas bench at most to start, and then whatever there. Robertson and Trent could be in there. I feel like that will probably be, if you've got the money afterwards, they're not a priority, you know, because they're a bit expensive. Sure, are you sure? Maybe not, but. He's playing well. The bad fixtures, you can bench him. If anything, the bad fixtures are probably better for Man United, the way they play. As for Azpilicueta, most nailed defender, well, in my opinion, obviously that can change. Yeah. Right now, he's the most, but that can change, you know. He could literally not play for the rest of the season, but right now, he has been the most played out of their players.
Might get Kepa in.
Yeah.
To be fair, he can concede if he doesn't play. Easy clean sheets.
Exactly.
There we are.
Cody Semedo, maybe a big Wally. We're going to get a Wolves defender in. Arsenal, in terms of their fixtures, pretty good for a defender.
Tierney's the best choice
Bruno,
for Arsenal.
When we go through these things, we'll just have minus 20 mil now because we're just going to choose the most expensive ones. Okay, so we got Bruno, Son, Salah, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Sushak, Neto, Mount. Josh, I already know who your first pick's going to be.
Yeah?
So checking it.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. And then forwards, we got Kane, Bamford, Vardy, Cavalier, and Lacazette. So actually, we got quite a big list, you know. About a third of these players.
Wait, did we not put Bale in the watch list?
Yeah, he's on the second page, sorry. He's on the second page. I know. Terrible.
Shocking.
Okay, so to make it even, shall we choose 1 defender each, then 1 midfielder, then 1 striker? I know there's less strikers, but you know.
We pick a goal each.
And then the goalkeeper will be the last choice. Yeah. Josh, you get to choose. Josh, you get to choose the last goalkeeper then.
All right.
All right. Who wants to go first? Choose the first player. But defender first. We'll go defender, midfielder, forward. Okay.
I think we should.
First defender that you think would have to be in.
First time being on the stream.
You know what? I am going to pick Dallas.
It's a bad
You're
choice.
gonna pick Dallas. Okay.
Oh.
He might not start for you, but definitely not the worst of options.
No,
And then he's got the
cheap
fixtures
option.
after.
Could play up higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
Does like get an assist.
Yeah, he's been playing as a midfielder recently. He's actually got 5 goals and 3 assists this season. Not bad from a defender, is it?
Not bad.
Not bad. All right, Josh, who's your defender? Wait, yeah, Josh, who's your defender then?
For me,
Could be anyone in the list. Or we got Rudiger, Bolly, Phillips. If they're on the watch list, I can't say no. I have consented. Go and Zuma. He's on the list. Okay.
No. I'd go as Pelaquet.
As Pelaqueta. Okay.
Yeah.
As
I was
Pelaqueta
thinking
is in.
because I in my head I was like, is Aspilicueta the best? But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably the better option there for me.
So then, for me, if you had to, so Dallas is probably on the bench for the first few weeks, right? Thing is with the wild card. I always prepare yourself where, like, for instance, if a couple of your players do perform really bad, you still have a Dallas that could play a hard fixture, but at least he's playing well, you know? So I'm going to choose a defender. If I was wildcarding this week, the priority out of them would actually be Diaz. Ruben Diaz. Well, actually, if you go to the FPL thing, it says their full name. His full name is Ruben Santos Gota Alves Diaz. He's got 5 names. 5 clean sheets incoming, I reckon. All right. Cool.
Save one for the rest of us.
I know. Oh, actually, if I do this. Ah, okay. We can just see the midfielders in our shortlist now. No, we can't. That's not the watch list. Never mind. Never mind. All right, Brad. First midfielder. Who's in there for you?
Right.
So
got Bruno.
Bruno. Yeah, easy choice really. You shouldn't have gone first. Just too easy for you.
I thought he was going to take Susek from me.
Ah, imagine.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But you would.
Yeah.
All right. My choice now, innit?
Yeah. Midfielder. Who going for, son?
Okay. Bale.
Bale?
Yeah.
Southcheck.
Wow,
Sorry, you're good, Southcheck.
Yeah, genuinely I'm going to go Southcheck.
All right. To be fair, you can bench him in the hard games, play him in the easy ones, and at his price, you wouldn't mind leaving him on your bench.
Exactly.
You know? We might run out of money and might have like 20 mil in the bank. We'll find out, innit?
We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it.
Yeah. So the midfielder I'm going for.
We're going to get 7 more Canes in.
Oh, yeah. Just go for it. Right. The midfielder I'm going for. Can any of you guess?
Yeah.
Jota.
I was going to say Jota.
And it is Jota. Hey, good guess.
Hey.
It's a Diogo Jota. He's back from injury. He scored 6 goals, and he's only had 7 starts this season because of injuries.
Do you know why I was going to say
more
Jota?
goals than Werner. Why?
Brad said it before I did.
Oh, fair play. Boys, you got to get him in. Hey.
Hey.
All right, okay. So then, forwards. If you need a reminder of the list, I can read it out again.
I'm watching you, don't worry,
So,
mate.
Brad, who's saying? Forwards.
Forwards wise.
Probably. Well, we got Kane, Bamford, Vardy, Calvert-Lewin, Lacazette, Ings, Richarlison, Antonio, and Iheanacho.
I'm conscious of how much everyone is at the moment, but Kane's got to be in it as well.
Yeah.
But with the missing fixture, though.
Yeah. I think Kane is one of the only players that you really don't mind if he misses one fixture. So in the rest,
exactly.
you could captain him in the other fixture, and that's effectively 2, doubling. So
chuck him in then, go on.
Chuck him in. Kane is in the team. All right.
The game he doesn't play, to be fair, it's the game he's going to spend working on his English pronunciations.
Yeah. Wait, here we go. Oh, wait.
What is it?
Wait, it works out well, actually. After Josh and me choose our forwards, there'll be 6, so we can choose any position then. All right, Josh, who's your striker going to be in, son?
Sick mumble rapper.
To be fair, no, he probably speaks better English than me, son. Come on. It's not a lie, is it?
I can understand what you say.
Yeah.
Even if it's in the wrong order.
I just lag sometimes on that. All right, what striker is he going in, please?
It's a toss-up for me between Iheanacho and DCL.
Oh, none of that on my stream. You're going to be banned, son.
I'm just going to toss off Iheanacho into your team, mate.
You're going to go Iheanacho?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, Nice.
Differential.
Nice.
Not as expensive.
You know what? In terms of form, best striker right now,
Yeah.
kill fixture, differential, and the price, he's perfect, in my opinion.
I'm thinking as an FPL manager for the first time in 71 minutes.
Well done, well done. Do you know what's funny?
Thanks, mate.
If you didn't choose him, I would have chosen him. So the final striker, I
don't want him now. No, get rid of him.
Because this is one that we're gonna like just chuck in the players we want anyway. I'm not gonna worry too much about who would be starting. We just go for the best team.
We'll just put the team together. It's not gonna be a team anyone actually fucking chooses, is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna confirm transfers.
It's gonna be well over budget.
Well, we'll see. So the last striker, I'm not actually left with amazing options, really, because I've got Bamford, slight injury. Ings, he's a bit of a daddy. Calvert-Lewin, got the double. Richarlison. Thing is, if I could guarantee Lacazette will play, I'd actually chuck him in, because 3 goals in the last 3 starts, and he's got good fixtures, but maybe not the best fixtures attacking-wise, more defensively. So who am I going to go for, boys? I actually don't know.
Man saying he hasn't got great options when it comes to forward, but yet forgets Brewster exists. Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
Permanently captain Brewster for the rest of the season. Guarantee it never fails.
I knew we shouldn't have been Sheffield.
Why do we trust FPL Nathan Bacon FC?
Huh? Come on. To be fair, if you captain him every week, it would be fine. Because they still don't play him even though they bought him for 20 mil.
Oh, ridiculous.
If his FPL price was 20 mil, I'd still put him in FPL, you know? Okay, so for the last forward, I am actually going to go for, because they have a double coming up, they got Palace this week, Calvert-Lewin. A Dominic Calvert-Lewandowski. I think he's one of the most owned as well. So it's a bit of a safety net, plus you get the double. Mixture between the differentials and safety is a bit thing, right? Okay, so we got 6 players left. We got 2 goalkeepers, 2 midfielders, 2 defenders. So now let's spin it up a bit. Choose any position you want.
All right. Can I pick both goalkeepers?
Well, if they're free, but Brad gets the first choice.
Oh, so I can pick. All right.
Pick a midfielder, defender, or goalkeeper, whatever you fancy.
Defense. I'm gonna pick Luke Shaw.
Oh, okay. Big call. Big shout. Nice one. Okay. Josh, who you going for, son?
I'm gonna pick a goalkeeper for you. And I'm going to pick a goalkeeper that has had amazing forms.
What about, can I suggest the Wolves keeper that looks like Johnny Sins? Look at him.
No, I can't.
Okay.
John Robbie.
I'm going to pick potentially one of the greatest goalkeepers, right? He played for England.
Okay.
He was a fucking hell of a goalie between the sticks. And
I'm going to say
Joe Hart.
Joe Hart.
I was going to say, all I'm going to say is it doesn't sound like on the short list.
Yeah. Wait, Mendy's decided to play for England instead? Fair play.
When you said played for England, I thought you were going to say Carl Walker.
In goals, yeah.
I was hoping you'd think I was going to say Pickford.
All right, yeah.
But no. In all seriousness, I'd go for another midfielder in Son.
Going Son, even though he might be injured.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's injured for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, but remember,
as soon as he comes back,
he doesn't play that blank though. So if he doesn't play the next 1 or 2 and then blank, he basically doesn't play for 4 weeks.
Oh, fine, Bale.
He's not on the shortlist, sorry.
Oh God! Oh no!
I reject.
Oh, no. Fine, let me start over again. I'm picking a striker.
You can't. There's no positions.
I know.
Like it.
Right. No. Then I'll go Gundogan.
Gundogan. Okay.
Yeah.
That's better. Okay.
I have to have serious choices.
So do I choose the final defender or the final midfielder?
Or the first goalkeeper.
Or the first goalkeeper. Or both goalkeepers. Fuck it, it's my stream. I'll choose all the players.
It just turns it off.
So, yeah, end of the stream. Bye, guys. No, trick it. Okay, so I'm going to go with Semedo. I wanted to get a Wolves defender in. Well, I want the Wolves defense, and I feel like you guys might not have chose that. So
you're not picking Willy Bolly.
It was between Semedo he's Nelson, and he's just be fair, I'd feel demasculated if we have Big Willie over me, you know. So
I'll say, if anything, Nelson is the next best name after Willie.
That's true. It's true. It was between Semedo and Lingard for me, but yeah. Okay, so Brad, you have the final choice for you.
Pick. I think I'll pick the first goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
And
hard.
I'll probably pick Mendy.
Oh, he's picking Mendy. Nice.
Yeah.
To be fair, we probably got Mendy and Martinez, but nice. I rated that. I rate that. We have 17.5 mil for 2 more positions, Josh.
Oh my god, we can actually do this.
Can
you scroll down, please?
So midfield.
So I can look at our midfield options.
So our midfield options left are, well, we said no to probably Son. We got a Salah, a De Bruyne, a Neto, a Mount, a Rafinha, and we also got a Lingard and Bale or Kante.
Havertz.
You haven't got a clue. That's what you got. Hey, pick
no.
this one.
Seriously, then.
Pick this one.
I gotta wait for my screen to come up. If I had to pick anyone, I definitely pick Lingard. You know.
Lingardinho, hey! You picking Lingardinho. Nice one. Okay, so with that, we have 1 position left with 11 mil. Have we got any 11 million goalkeepers chilling about? What are we saying? No. I'm going to pick... Not Martinez. I'm going Ruddy, boys. Ruddy's going in.
Ruddy, yeah.
Oh, come on, mate. The Johnny Sins looking mother truck out.
Can't Ruddy believe it.
To be saying that, if he looks like Johnny Sins, is he going to keep that many clean sheets? You feel me?
No, you know what? Nah, you've got to realise, Johnny Sins, right? Okay. This man has been in the army, he's been a doctor, he's been a firefighter, he's been to space. Yeah, and now he's been a goalkeeper.
Oh.
But can he really be that good at any of them if he's constantly changing profession?
Mate, he is the master of all crafts.
He's a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
No, he's a master of all. He's the best. But I'm not going to be a cheeky scrub. I'm putting Martinez in.
Fair enough.
So that's the team. Wait, let me get MLG air horns.
So that leaves you like 6 million spunk.
That is the team that we've created. 6 million. Now, if you were to go for this team, bit of a bench and headache, but to be fair, so check us bad fixtures every now and again. Shaw and Dallas do, so you could do 3-4-3.
Shaw's a stupid choice, you know. Brad doesn't know what he's talking about.
To be fair, you do have the best rank out of anyone.
If you show me this team...
Listen, you hashy actor, right? You leave Souček out of this.
You know what? I agree with him. Souček's going out,
I don't mean
Mount's coming in.
Leave him out with the team.
Mate, Mount's coming in.
Right,
I'm not
right.
If you show me this
Souček's
team start of the season, I'd have fucking laughed at you.
Yeah. Imagine saying that Lingard, Luke Shaw, and John Stones were like some of the best players this season.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what? But that's it. Oh, yeah. See... Now, right, everybody in the if you're still watching the stream, thank you. But get in the comments, roast this team.
What's wrong with you?
Roast this team. No Arsenal players. I agree. A Tierney should have been in your boys.
I probably think we could change Dallas to Tierney.
A Dallas to Tierney. Saying that, we got. Should we just keep getting the money in? Let's get the money in. Let's see who else we can afford. So yeah, agree Dallas because he's got bad fixtures for now. For Tierney, I agree with that.
Yeah.
FPL Borny, the absolute geezer, says Mount to Souček. He doesn't know what he's talking about, to be fair, so that's a no to him. What about Saka? So, Saka...
I don't think he's on our shortlist, is he?
Saka's not on our shortlist. Also, Saka, good player, but I think there's better options, you know? You won't use that often to get him out. Right, okay, so there you go. We got 4 mil. Any more upgrades we can get? We could go... Well, I only put Mount in for Souček. Who could we do? We got 11 mil to afford here. We could even get De Bruyne in as well.
Yeah, I think that.
Let's go back to the watchy list. We could get in a De Bruyne. We could get in a Salah as well. Maybe a Neto. You know what? Should we chuck in a De Bruyne? Oh wait, no, we can't afford De Bruyne. He's bloody 11.9. Never mind. All right, Souček, come back in, son. Josh.
Probably if you put Dallas back in for.
We could do Dallas in for Tierney and then get De Bruyne in. Should we do that?
Is he worth it? If you've got Gundogan and Diaz
the thing
already.
is, you probably want to be playing Azpilicueta and Semedo, probably Diaz, maybe Tierney. I don't know. What's everybody else saying, though? Tierney rotation risk with the Euro games. That's true. Yeah. Get rid of De Bruyne! If you had to pick any defender this week to bench boost, who would you recommend? Every player we choose here. Probably Azpilicueta. Get in Chelsea.
Just realised I was on mute the whole time.
What What were you saying?
Since typing that message.
Oh, that's what I said. I like it. We still can't afford De Bruyne with a Dallas. Tierney's come back in. Boys.
You should get Souček back in.
So we could get Souček in, but we got 11 mil to spend, boy. So, seeing Son. If you go Son, though, you have 2 Spurs.
You get Joe Hart in then.
Joe Hart as a midfielder, I feel like he's quite good on the ball, to be fair. you know. Rafinha.
Probably got a hell of a boot on him.
If you wildcard in this week, you probably really want a Dallas and a Rafinha,
exactly,
right?
Rory Bennett. No need for 2 solid goalkeepers. Exactly.
That's
so
true.
Get Mendy
you know what?
And Martinez out and get Joe Hart in twice.
You know what we could do? We get in Dallas because you would want him for, if you wildcard this week, you want the Sheffield United. We can get a De Bruyne, and then instead of Martinez, we can have a Ruddy. And we got 0.4.
Oh.
That's better, that is. What do you reckon? But then, again, do you really want De Bruyne and Gundogan? I wouldn't.
If you had to spend that 0.4, though. Right, who's saying Gundogan out? Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Problem with Man City, they're going to be focused on Champions League. Are they going to be playing the best players? Probably Newt. But with the lead, they got Leeds. Then they have an actual blank. And then Palace after, Capnell in each of them. I probably wouldn't get a thing. Get Stevie Bruce in net. Next to him, Daily Greg sausage rolls. Mate, he got a Greg's bonus. Every clean sheet gets some discount.
Where's the short dicey-ness?
That's true.
Where is it?
We don't want a triple City and Spurs. I think you have to get rid of a De Bruyne or Gundogan. Who would you get rid of?
Pope's got to come in. De Bruyne.
If you have the money, you might as well keep De Bruyne, but...
I get rid of Gundogan.
Fools, a lot of you.
I would rather keep De
again.
Bruyne. If we go back to the midfielders...
Thank you, Mr. Brown. KDB out.
Our watch list, we have... Son. See if Son was... Oh, no, Son's going to blank as well, though.
Put Pope
Salah. Mount. You know what?
No, not with
because if you're a wildcard, I'll do it for this week. So pretending it's a wildcard this week, because you know that is the video. To be fair, even though we're gonna be wildcarding next week, I'll chuck in a Mount because you got West Brom, you know, this week. And then you probably also want maybe a Rafinha against Sheffield United instead.
Then I would change Calvert-Lewin to Aguero.
And I will grab your neck and spin you Joe.
He's on form.
What about Calvert-Lewin to Richarlison?
Could fit that. You know what? Just to add a bit of spice to it. Let's add that, is it?
Let me
add a bit of spice to 4 mil. All right, okay.
Why? Because I'm a rude boy.
And then, to be fair, you could get in a match. You still got. That's the problem if you're wildcarding now. We got 5 mil. I would be very happy with this team anyway. Even if you could get De Bruyne back in, you know.
Yeah, but it cost you 40 points.
I know. Yeah. Should I take the 40-point hit, boys?
Definitely.
Make a transfer.
Wildcard and dirty one.
Mate, I'm gonna click make transfer. Ready? Clicked it.
Start Ruddy.
I clicked it, but it goes to the screen. Okay. Start Ruddy, yeah, innit? See, if you were playing this week, you'd start Mendy as per Mount. Dallas against Sheffield United. And you could probably bench Semedo this week. Aguero! Boy, Havertz better than Mount. Is he? Well, in terms of player ability, no. But I don't know who's going to start.
You know who we've
Mount
written
plays all
off?
games for Chelsea, no. Who?
You know who we've written off and we probably should have actually thought about quite a lot?
Who?
Almiron.
Almiron?
Almiron.
Joe Lint done nothing for them. You know
John
what?
Just Shelley or nothing.
If I was wildcarding this week, I would be happy with that team.
Oh, definitely.
Any last minute changes you would make to that? Obviously, we have some disagreement because we build it together, but like...
Probably still going to be 25-point team, but, you know...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Bruno in the chat, unfortunately not Fernandez. We can afford Ian Acho Davardi, so we might as well splash the cash, right? There you go.
Yeah.
$500,000.
Mate,
I don't see
you
goal
have
Linton. Sorry,
upset
Benjo.
Benjo.
I'll make an FPL apology soon. Not getting Joe Linton in.
Oh, Benjo, DM me and I'll give you his address and go beat him up.
Oi, yeah. That's the
It's
thing.
like
So...
Ethan Ampadu. Buddy is right.
Innit?
Buddy
Innit?
right there.
So look, we got premium in Bruno, Kane, Vardy, and then like Mount Richarlison, and that's not that cheap. We haven't got a single cheap midfielder. Like Gundogan's not that cheap. He's 6.1 mil. I know it says 5.9 there because I bought him early. And then no actual really cheap defender. We do have a cheap goalkeeper. Actually, I think I can't afford Martinez Rip because I thought I bought him early enough. You could, yeah.
Honestly, mate, it's because he's better.
I would just choose Semedo because he's more attacking. I know Cody and Sice could get a goal from a corner, which is worth more than the assist, but Semedo being so attacking, if he keeps clean sheet, he's probably going to be up there for the bonus points as well.
What I just said, mate.
So you know what? I'm going to MLG Aaron because that's the team finish. You guys can't even hear it, so I could have pranked you and not done it. Or just done it. And that is going to be the end of the stream building best ever Gameweek 30 wildcard team. Hey, cheers for coming on, boys. Cheers for choosing best ever players. Have you enjoyed it?
Having us.
Thank you for having me, yeah.
It was quite fun, actually, wasn't it?
I have thoroughly enjoyed my second time on a live stream with you, Nathan.
Yeah.
Bacon
Nice
FC.
Yeah.
I nearly said your last name.
Yeah, I know. What is it with you saying full names? Just say your normal name.
I just want you to remember that I love you.
Well, I know you can love me with just one name. All right, GG. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for. Well, does anybody want to say anything before we end?
Yes. Thank you all for tuning into my live stream with my guests, Nathan and Bradley.
Yeah, basically.
I'll see you all next week.
Cheers, boysies, and that is all. But also, remember.
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.